Flat Stanley. Stanley Flat Again, Chapter 2. Dr. Dan. "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Ramchup and the boys," said Dr. Dan as they entered his office. "How nice to—" His eye widened. "Good heavens, Stanley, Mr. Ramchup, you really must do something about that bulletin board." "It is still firmly in place, Dr. Dan," Mrs. Ramchup said. "We are at a loss to account for this attack of flatness." Dr. Dan thought for a moment. "Is there perhaps a family history of flatness?" "No," Mr. Ramchup said. "We'll remember that. We got dressed for school," Stanley explained. "We didn't even have breakfast, and all of a sudden I got a flat." Dr. Dan frowned. "Nothing happened? Nothing at all?" "Well, Arthur hit me with a tennis ball," Stanley said, "and then I banged my shoulder on." "Oh!" jumped up Dr. Dan, took a large book from the case behind his desk and began turning pages. "This is Dr. Plante's Mr. Excellent, Difficult, and Peculiar Case. Just let me find here. It is flatness, page 217. He read aloud. "Sudden flatness, extreme rate, minimal documentation, hearsay report." Oh, here it is. Dating back to the 15th century. "During battle, Longo the Fierce, an aide to Attila the Hun, was struck twice simultaneously from behind and at once became no thicker than his shield. He became known as Mungo the Plate and lived to old age without regaining his original grit." Dr. Dan closed the book. "As I suspect, the OBP. "Beg pardon?" said Mrs. Ramchup. The OBP. Osteal Balance Point," Dr. Dan explained. "A little known anatomical feature. The human body, of course, is a complex miracle. Its skeleton a delicate framework of support and balance. The osteal balance point may occur almost anywhere in the upper torso. It is vulnerable only to the applicable of simultaneous pressure at the 2 points, which vary depending on the age and the particular design, let us say, of the individual involved. In my opinion, the pressure created by the tennis ball and the shelled corner affect the Stanley's OBP, thereby turning him flat." For a moment, everyone was silent. "The first time Stanley went flat, you were greatly puzzled by his condition," Mr. Ramchup said last. "Now you seem remarkably well informed." "I read upon it," said Dr. Dan. Mrs. Ramchup sighed. "Perhaps we should seek a second opinion. Who is the world's leading authority on the OBP?" "That would be me," said Dr. Dan. "I see. Well, we've taken enough of your mind." Mr. Ramchup rose, motioning his family to follow. "Thank you, Dr. Dan." And at the door, Mrs. Ramchup turned. "Perhaps if we found the OBP, we could make Stanley—" No, said Dr. Dan. "It would be dangerous to put the lad through such a skeleton strain again. And finding a OBP? Not very likely, I'm afraid." Earth, Arthur had an idea. I know, if we all got sticks and hit Stanley all over at the same time and keep doing it then. That will do, Arthur, Mr. Ramchap said, and lead his family out.